What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to DC Unplugged, and today we are reviewing the Viper Ranger. Now this is a really cool bike, and there are two color options. The one we have here in front of me, which is this really nice beautiful metallic blue, and there's also like a burnt orange kind of red metallic color too to choose from. So there are two different colors, which is pretty cool. But let's get straight into the specs of this bike. And right here is the removable battery. So I'll remove that for you guys right now. Now this is a 48 volt, 17 amp hour Samsung battery there, guys. So this is a very, very good high quality battery that's found in the Ranger. And it is good for over 40 kilometers of range, just on pedal assist alone. This thing does have a throttle, a hand throttle here, screen, and it's got front and back brake levers. This is all Shimano hydraulic brakes, which are great for stopping, and really, really, really nice to actually pull on. They're just super smooth and they just respond very well to any input. And down the back here, powering your whole operation, is the Bafang 750 watt motor. And right beside that we have our Shimano Altus gear selector. This is a 9-speed. It is actually really nice. This shifts very, very, very smoothly. All operated actually up here, just up on the dash here, which you can flick through and go down, and then there's a little lever just in front of the throttle here that you can click up, which is really cool. So that is all of the specs, or the main specs of the bike. And up the back here we actually do have a really, really solid luggage rack here, so you can use that for if you're doing Uber or something like that. That is going to be really, really nice to have, or just something if you want to, I don't know, put a basket on there and use the bike for going shopping. So that is quite nifty. You don't have to have this on here. If you don't like it, you can unbolt it. Everything is on here that you can see on this bike. You can unbolt and obviously make it a bit more appealing if that's your desired look. There is supposed to be a mudguard here. I chose not to put that mudguard on. I don't know, I kind of like the way that it looks without the mudguard on. So I think it looks a little bit more, I don't know, bike from my era. At the top of the suspension here too, we also, now the suspension on this is really cool. We can actually lock it out. So if we twist this that way to the right, is now locked. So that suspension won't actually travel. And then you unlock it and we have suspension again. On the right hand side here too, we actually have the preload. So you can actually adjust how much preload of the suspension you want to add to it. So if it's too soft for you, you just add a little more. If it's too solid, you twist it off a little bit and then it'll soften up the suspension. So that's really nice. The bike also comes with this really nice LED display, which you can use this up and down arrows to go through your pedal assist mode. As you can see here on the camera, going through obviously 1 to 5, as well as you hold the up button and you'll see a little light display come up on the dash just there. And we also have really nice bright front and back trailing lights here. And when we pull the brakes, those actually just flash to let people know that you are slowing down in front. While we're on the electrics kind of side of things, just here on the battery too, I'll just remove it real quick so we can. There is actually, if you are charging the bike basically off the bike, you can actually push this little button here. Hopefully that comes up on camera, and you can actually see how much percentage battery is in the battery before you go for your ride. So you can just have a quick look and go, oh yep, it's at 100%, we're good to ride. So that's actually a really nifty little thing to have. And your charge port is literally just there, nice and easy access. You just plug it straight in, super simple, and it's got a little plug there for you to put it away. So that's all the specs out of the way. I say let's go for a ride and see how this bike really feels out where it's supposed to be. Let's do it. All right, so we're now on the Viper Ranger. This is sick. I love the Bafang motor, it's super smooth, and that's one thing I've noticed actually on pretty much all the Viper range actually, is that really smooth Bafang motor. It's actually really nice and pleasant. We've got a thumb throttle as well. The motor makes a little bit of noise, but that's to be expected. Most electric motors do have like a harmonic hum to them. So yeah, no, suspension's all dialed in for myself, so that's working. Can lock it out if I want to, but I don't want to. It feels really good. I set up perfectly to my own weight, and yeah, it just feels awesome. The gear selector, working perfectly. Everything's feeling really nice about this. The brakes even, they're like super touchy. You can pretty much just use one finger for these and it just pulls up, so super nice. Just a really, really nice bike. All right, so the only thing that I can really put bad on this bike is probably the screen. In direct sunlight, it does tend to fade out a little bit, but that isn't something to be definitely a deal breaker. There's so much information on this LCD screen that you got voltage readout, you've got a battery bar even. You even got down here the time it's been on for, the distance traveled so far while it's been on, and then you've got your assistance, your throttle, and my favorite part, cruise control. That is sick. In an e-bike, we're just cruising, baby. Yeah. And then you just throttle on and it cancels it. Let us. So, who do I think this bike is for? Well, this Ranger right here, I think is actually suitable for pretty much anyone that's really wanting to get into an e-bike. It's easy, it's light, it's got enough power to get you up some really decent hills, and overall, it's actually really well fitted out. Brakes, gearing, everything like that. So, yeah, I actually give this one a solid, for me, not really for me in particular, but if I was just gonna buy an e-bike to get myself around, this would definitely be something that I would definitely consider. Obviously a few minor adjustments for myself to change things out a bit, but definitely a solid bike to have. So if this is the kind of content that you guys do enjoy, or just see reviews and stuff like that, I even do e-scooter content, definitely be sure to leave us a like and subscribe and do all that sorts of stuff. It helps me bring this kind of content out to more people like yourself, or friends and family. So all that sorts of stuff really helps the channel out, and we'll see you all, and thank you all for tuning in. See you in the next video. See you then. Let's go. All right. Yeah, veering this way, bruss. Fruit Loop.